talked to you last week.
Yeah.
The players talked about, great to win back-to-back overtime games, but we got to finish in the fourth quarter. How'd you guys work on finishing over the past week?
Yeah, just, the off week we went in and just kind of dived in and see what we're doing schematically and looked at that a little bit. And we feel like, from the standpoint we're not being conservative or anything like that. So, I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's really hard to put your finger on it. I think kind of at the point with talking to our captains and leadership council, maybe not talking about it right now might do us a little bit more good, get us into a more of a mentality of a positive and not look at it as such a negative thing. And so I think we're just going to try to take that approach. I know, I've been extremely proud of the guys, the way they have finished the game. There has never been in the last 2 times we played panic, in those overtime situations. Actually, really, really good execution in all 3 phases in those overtime periods for the most part. So, that's something, just trying to look at it as a positive, being able to win close games, grow from that. And you can really grow a lot as a program and players, by getting those close wins.
What are you expecting from Sam that you've had a little while to prepare for them?
Yeah, they're a great football program. Obviously, they've been on the national scene for a long time. They have great athletes, a lot of transfers from last year's roster. Obviously, their receivers back and healthy. I think, he's one of the best in the country. I think he's very dynamic. Obviously, quarterback's been out, but we're expecting him to play coming off the bye week. And so they are different when they're quarterback. Depending on who's playing, offensively they're different. The one constant with them has been a very, very good and stout defense statistically. Best defense in the conference, one of the best in the country. To me, it just really starts with their ability to play man coverage. They got great athletes in the back end, and then their defensive line is dominant. It's not just 1 or 2 kids. It's, about 8 kids. They're rolling 4 guys in and sub, and just very deep and diverse skill set on the defensive line. They have a couple guys that are pluggers, but they have a couple guys that are really natural when it comes to rushing the passers. So, they're doing a really good job of stopping people's runs, not giving up big runs, getting obvious passing situations, and they can let those kids, roam and go after the quarterback. So it's going to be a big challenge for us.
So, Coach, on the bye week, I asked the players this. What exactly were you guys really focusing on as you head into Sam Houston? Were you getting more rest? Or you getting more reps for Sam Houston? What was the idea this week?
Yeah, the bye week comes in a unique time because it's really late. And so what we chose to do is we're a little banged up physically and emotionally, especially with the guys that have been playing a lot. So didn't give the starters a lot of reps, but it still felt like we got a ton done because we were able to rest those guys. But I think we gave a lot of live situations to our backups, guys that are in the 2 deep, guys that are playing a lot, but maybe only they're not playing 60 snaps a game. They're playing like 20 snaps a game. And so I think we were able to help their growth in our offense, defense, special teams, got some special teams work done. Felt really good about the time off. I felt like where we're at coming off, some emotional back-to-back wins, I felt it was very important to give our guys some time off. And so we did. We took some time off. We came back Sunday, had a great practice on Sunday night, and I felt like you could just sense from our guys they were rested mentally and physically, which was awesome. And, we've had a great week of practice so far.
Absolutely. So you talk about those emotional wins. You go on a 2-game losing streak, and then you win those games. What did you guys do to turn around necessarily? What changed in those games, and are you motivated now for next week?
Yeah, I think, even in some of those losses, we continued to get better as a football program. And I think, that's a tribute to our kids and our leaders. I think sometimes when you have losses, you have setbacks in life and in sports. I think sometimes people can turn it into a negative and not have a growth mindset. I feel like our guys use that stuff to motivate them to try to get better. Our guys never doubted themselves. We've always felt like we've been a good football team, been very close all year. And I'm just proud of them for being able to flip the script. I think it would have been very easy especially for some of the seniors, man. You just get these guys, and going into your senior year, I think in any sport, it doesn't matter what sport it is, seniors always have this idea and image of what they want it to be. And that's understandable. You want them to have dreams, aspirations. So I'm very proud of our guys for continuing to chop wood and carry water throughout that dry spell, and now they're reaping the rewards of that.